Hey everybody, welcome to Feel the Flow Movie Reviews. Today we are covering She-Hulk's episode.
Everybody's
So,
good. I know I'm good.
I'm good too. So, She-Hulk episode 1. What do you think about that?
Oh my God, I thought it was pretty good, And we were just talking before we went live about how some people.
Yeah, so actually jumping into reviews, it has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes, 5.2 on IMDb, and 3 out of 5 on Common Sense Media. But looking at the audience rating summary, it has a 2.6 stars, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty low for Marvel.
Let me back up off this mic. Here you go.
Yeah, so mixed reviews, a whole bunch of mixed bags right here. Me personally, I love it. I thought it was a very strong introduction. I thought it was, funny. I thought all the comedic stuff worked. I thought Tatiana Maslany was very awesome as She-Hulk, and Jennifer Walters. I think she did great. I love her best friend Nikki. So.
Okay. Sorry about that, people. I had an air conditioner running on the side of me.
Yeah, I really loved it. I loved episode 1.
Yeah, I liked episode 1, episode 2. I know we're going to do both here, so. Episode 1. Yeah, I when I first saw the trailer, I didn't think I was going to like it. It looked kind of goofy, and I end up enjoying it, and it's the comedy. The writing was really good.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't over the top, and I thought it was going to be over the top, but it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It does. It's more like I feel like an adult humor in this, compared to other Marvel shows, where it's usually for everyone. But I like the humor. I think it really works. I like her origin of the powers. I like the big tie-ins we have with the Hulk and seeing the Sicarian ship come down and cause the car crash, and that's obviously how Jennifer Walter gets her powers.
Yep.
After the car crash, and everything's really connecting to Shang-Chi right now. I mean, last time we saw Hulk was in the post-credit, or Bruce Banner was in the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi.
Yes.
And he was wearing that device on his arm, so we got all the explanation in episode 1 of how he created that device for him to keep him in Bruce Banner form, and that's what was like caused him to bleed and everything in the car accident. And,
Yeah.
Why he was. You saw his arm in the sling, and it was actually starting to heal. He said it wouldn't, so that was cool.
Yeah. Yep. And how different they are.
Yeah.
And
how much of an evolution.
Yeah.
Jen Walters is compared to Hulk, and just like the different styles, because Hulk is like, you can look at him as a big bodybuilder, and she's just like yoga or fitness. So when they're doing the test, and she like has the super balance, and Hulk is kind of like struggling with that.
Yeah.
And everything. That was pretty cool to show their strengths and weaknesses based on the different types of Hulks.
Yep.
And how it took him, he said 15 years, and he's struggling with this, and he's trying to push the point that he could be a monster and everything. And or she could.
She could be a monster, but and she wasn't.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
She doesn't know how to control her powers. That's how the people would look at her, and he's lived with that ever since he became the Hulk, and he didn't want her to go through the same thing. So I really see where Hulk was trying to protect her in that first episode, but she was really just wanting to do everything herself, and she was like more evolved, like we said, and she did everything kind of natural.
Yes.
So I really like that whole aspect of the first episode.
I did too. I like the whole. It was really good. They did a fantastic job. Like episode 1, we can quickly jump over to 2.
Yep.
We can just put them together because it was so short.
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably going to be a really short live because it was between the two. I don't even think it was an hour.
No. Yeah. Not giving credits, but you gotta love the post-credit scenes in every one.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I kind of like that. They got her loving Captain America's butt, and
Lost his virginity on the USO tour.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought, just to wrap up some thoughts on episode 1, I thought it was a really great introduction to She-Hulk. And, I'm excited to see more of her and, like, see Hulk's future and everything else. But I really loved episode 1.
Yeah. Because now we probably won't see Hulk.
No.
Because he's off in
not.
of space somewhere now. You know what, people, I don't want to spoil everything for people. So,
We can just this is our spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen it yet, come on now.
Yeah.
You got go get out there and go watch it. It's only they're
25
so short.
Yeah.
And but you'll see, like, if you haven't seen, like, Shang-Chi, or was that the name of it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that, I mean, because
Yeah, 'cause it's gonna
they're
have-
blending. You got to catch up. I mean, I was talking with my daughter, and it's like, don't watch it because she hasn't caught up yet. So, if you haven't caught up, don't watch it because you're just going to get confused what's going on.
Yeah.
Especially with Hulk and the ship and for the crash and all that stuff, and you don't know who the ship was, and you're gonna go, who the hell's that? So catch up, okay? Yeah, because it goes off like you were saying before. Probably go to World War.
Maybe World War Hulk, and maybe a Planet Hulk. But yeah, that we can definitely dive more into those series like during episode 2 because I think it has major implications.
Yep.
There too. What do you think about the CGI?
There was parts in it that I didn't care for. There was
there
you can see some that was kind of crappy.
Yeah.
Surprising for Disney and because Marvel's really good about their. Let me look at the camera. Marvel's usually pretty good with their CGI, and I felt that the CGI was just a little sloppy.
It just depends, like in certain angles, certain
angles.
lightings,
Her hair.
Her hair, yeah. How it
Her hair looks like a stiff wig. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, her hair, I think, is what really throws me off.
Yeah, it looks like Gene Simmons. It's like, so you young people don't know who Gene Simmons is, Kiss, with the hair.
But, I mean, yeah, I think they're trying their best because, I don't know if you've heard recently, a lot of the controversies coming out online about the overworked VFX artists and everything in Marvel and, like...
Yeah, because they're working on a lot of stuff.
They are. Like, so many projects are given unrealistic dead times or being overworked, and it's just a lot, and I agree, but, it wasn't as bad as I thought from that first trailer. When we saw the first trailer, I'm like, whoa, what is that? Compared to, like, the finished product right now, and they still work on it every week, so... It's just going to get better, and I didn't think it was too bad, but like you said, some shots were just kind of iffy for me.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I thought it was pretty decent.
Yeah, overall, it was really good. It was really good,
And it's not like you can compare She-Hulk to the Hulk because you've had so many years to perfect his CGI model, and he's so realistic with all the pores and the facial hair and, the chest and everything, And yeah, like I said, they just had so many years to perfect his model, and then She-Hulk is so smooth almost. I think that's what takes me out of it.
Yeah.
It's like her skin just looks too smooth.
Yeah.
It just looks a little different compared to the Hulk.
Yeah, I kind of try to look past that and look at the story.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so it was not enough to take me out of it.
I've seen some movies with some horrible CGIs,
Yeah.
and I enjoyed them. So I enjoyed it. It's just I think I do. She's just too green.
Yeah, weird shade of green.
It's like this green on the screen there. The little she was so green. And the lipstick then kind of looked funky sometimes, and the hair looked. Then sometimes it looks really good.
Sometimes it looks awesome.
She looks awesome.
Yeah.
Then sometimes she looks really small, and then other times she looks really big. And I'm like, okay, but I'm trying to look past all that. So, and I'm waiting for some of the other characters to come in. I'm waiting for. Daredevil and who else was supposed to be?
Wong is coming in.
Yeah, Wong.
And just like a whole bunch, actually. I guess that can segue
us
in.
Yeah, like when she was at the prison,
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that can segue us in, episode 2 where we see Abomination for the first time.
Yep.
And he can actually... So I'm iffy. I'll wait on, talking about Abomination until we get to that point. But I really like... I like seeing, what do you think about episode 2? I thought it was a little slow, honestly. I didn't
episode
think
2?
It was slow, but I think we just didn't get enough. Like, it wasn't slow, it didn't rush anything. I just feel like we just didn't get enough.
Yeah, because they're so damn short.
Yeah.
And just when it starts to get going, it ends.
It ends, yeah.
So like we showed when she was they showed the news and they showed the part from Shang-Chi when he was battling in the arena. Mm-hmm. He was actually escaping from prison the whole time,
Yeah.
And
we saw that, in Shang-Chi, like you said.
Yeah.
But before that, we see her going she loses her job, and I thought that was really funny. She's drinking, she's at the bar and everything, and the boss is like, "Can you go back to Jen?" And she transforms down to Jen, and she gets super drunk.
Yeah, she's super drunk. She falls over out of the chair. Those little things.
Yeah.
I like that she can control it and just turn it off and on.
Yeah.
Where Bruce is kind of stuck, really, he was one way or the other. Mm-hmm. It's just what it seems like because he's never changing back to Bruce. He's back to being Smart Hulk.
Yeah. Exactly, because he had to create that device just to keep him in Bruce form, you know. So
Yeah, that's true.
it was kinda
Yeah,
just like,
that's true. I forgot about the device. Yeah, kind of.
but that's destroyed now. That's
You
why
know,
it's
that's a
supposed to
whole
be.
nother discussion when it comes to the Hulk. You know, because it's very disappointing watching this weak ass Hulk.
Yeah, but I think I'm. This show is making me put that aside because
Yeah.
you know, we see, you know, so yeah, we go through Jen trying to find jobs. She can't find jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Some big Easter eggs I want to talk about in a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, she's trying to find the job. She can't find anything. And then, you know, the lawyer, I forget his name, but he comes up to her and he's like, I want to offer you a job. And then we see Abomination. And that causes some internal conflict for her because, you know, as we've seen in The Incredible Hulk, Abomination and Hulk have a history.
Yes.
But as Jennifer Walters is talking to Hulk about, you know, taking Abomination's case, Emil Blonsky, we see Hulk is on a ship.
Yeah.
Like the Sicarian ship we seen in episode 1.
Yep.
So my point, you know, I think you're right.
But it looked like he was in his living room. But what?
Yeah, I think he just packed up his lab because it's definitely the same ship we saw in episode 1, the purple and gold.
Yeah.
But I think he just packed up everything.
People,
'Cause
what
it
do you
did.
think? I don't know. You know, I know a lot of people ain't in right now. If you check out the video later, you know, just leave a comment and let us, you know, let us know how you feel about it. You know,
I'm excited for it.
I liked it, and a lot of people do. You know, they didn't care because it was, you know, girly or whatever. I don't know.
What, the She-Hulk series in general?
I don't know. I was looking at the reviews right here. I'm sorry, the computer's down right
It's
now.
7
But, I mean,
o'clock.
ooh, did you hear that? That was my computer. Oh, it went right through. It must be working now. No, but oh shoot, I heard that clear. Did you?
Yeah, I think it just went through the microphone.
Okay, maybe right through the headphones. I don't know because I have it connected. So I don't know. I'll go back and check at what were we at 11:54. I'll go back and check. Yeah.
But I think like that ship has major implications because, you know, we've seen Hulk on Sakaar before.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that maybe, you know, he's probably going. Well, obviously he's going back to Sakaar, but who knows? He could have his son his son Scar.
Scar.
Scar. You know, mess around with that a little bit. You know, he could. They could be
Yeah.
messaging. Maybe that could be a possibility. Maybe they're adapting the Planet Hulk storyline where the Red King is back and he took over Sakaar or something, and you know, they need him to fight and everything, so he reverts back to the
Yeah.
Savage Hulk. Who knows? There's so many possibilities with the Hulk, but yeah, no, we're here for She-Hulk, so you know, I like where they're going with the Hulk, and I think that weak Hulk is like soon going to be exiting, and we're going to see more of that
Yeah.
Savage Hulk and aggressive Hulk that we like to see before.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. And I like her as an actress. She's doing a good job. I like her.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I don't know what was her name.
Tatiana Maslany.
Yeah, that's it. I was gonna look it up because I don't remember. I'm bad with freaking actors and actresses' names.
Yep. And then Jamil plays the other villain, or the superhero influencer Titania.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
funny, you know?
You know, okay. You know, parts that I didn't. We'll go back to parts we didn't like the CGI parts of
Yeah.
that. You know, that character I did not like.
I think.
I watched it like 3 times.
Yep.
And I still don't like that guy. I think the fight scene was so corny.
It was corny and it was cut super weird.
Yeah,
you know, it's like
yeah.
1 second she breaks in, the next you look and she's throwing a desk, and
Yeah,
then it's like,
yeah, and then first,
and
you
then she throws that '80s kick going.
Yeah, the
through
80s kick. The 80s kick. Come on.
You know, I thought that was cracking me up.
The 80s kick. Oh, shit. That was funny. Oh.
But you know, I don't know if you've heard recently, but they were supposed to put that first episode for episode 8, and so, but like Kevin Feige was saying, you know, I don't think that's a good idea because that was a common trend with all the Marvel shows on Disney Plus is they would save the origins for last.
Yeah.
And it was kind of just too rushed when you get to the finale, so he wanted to reorder the episodes, and that's why it looked a little funky because that wasn't even a finished fight. They had to cut it for time restraints, but yeah, that was supposed to be episode 8.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think she was supposed to play a bigger part, and I think she still will later on.
Yeah,
but,
maybe,
you know,
yeah. Well, they didn't
didn't
have to
care
put that
for
corny ass fight scene in there, though.
I didn't care for that.
I just did. I was like, "What is this? This girl dressed like you said it was like '80s. She looked like she was dressed in the '80s. She coming in with them boots on and shit. And I just didn't like the whole character. It was like really weird.
And we don't know anything about her.
No,
you
just
know,
come busting through a wall and so I'm
I
just.
don't know if you caught in the second
I'm like,
episode.
who are you? And I kind of sat back and went, what the fuck? But then I still liked the storyline. I still liked it, but I think Marvel got a little sloppy with that one. To my opinion, you know, they got a little sloppy with it.
I don't know if you've seen in the second episode on the news thing, like on the news report.
Yep.
It says that breakout, like that, like whole like drama was caused because of low blood sugar. That was like one of the headlines. That was cracking.
Oh shit!
But yeah,
That's too funny.
that was hilarious.
But no, I think and I like the fight with the little argument between Hulk and his niece. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they just showed Hulk just took it easy. Gave her a shoulder,
Yeah.
like boom, the Hulk shoulder, and she goes flying.
Yeah, I like
The clap, and then she's got the really high pitched clap.
Like a sonic clap. Almost.
Yeah, like she's a little daintier, so she's not gonna have that big boom like he does. She's not as powerful as he is.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. I like the differences between just based on their body types.
The
how
bodies.
they have to, their strengths and weaknesses due to the different types of Hulks. What do you think about Abomination?
We really didn't see Abomination, so.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, we did in that little news
say,
clip, but we didn't really see him.
Emil Blonsky.
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead.
No, you go first. I asked you the question.
Yeah. I mean, he got all hippie like we talked about it before. He got all hippie and shit, and he's like all peace and love now.
Yeah.
But I like that. He Hulk had he wrote a letter to the Hulk, and he forgave him too.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. And I stopped and I thought about it. I go, God, that was a long time ago.
I think it was like 14 years now in the MCU. It's been since that fight.
Yeah.
So
that was a long time ago, and a different actor.
Yeah. Did you catch the joke when Hulk is on the ship and he's like, that's water under the bridge. I was a different person that time.
Mm-hmm.
He literally meant it as like, it could take two ways. He's like a different person. He's like Professor Hulk now and everything, but he was literally a different person. He was Edward Norton before. So that made the joke a little bit funny.
Yeah. That was just, but it was cool, and I like they did change his look too. So he didn't, the ears were different and because he didn't have any.
No, for like Hulk I was talking about. Remember when he's Hulk's on the ship?
Yeah.
A different person.
I'm sorry, I went back to the fight. So
So Abomination has evolved because in the Incredible Hulk he didn't have the ears.
He didn't have the ears.
He
looked terrible.
He was more comic accurate.
I thought that looked horrible. I thought that was horrible. He had these little spikes hanging off him and shit, and I was like, nah, this is stupid.
Yeah. I just don't like.
And that fight scene was so dumb. It really was because it was with them two. They were up and down the street. They were in the road.
I like that.
And it was just like back and forth. It was just weird. Just looked weird to me.
I don't know. I personally love that fight.
Yeah,
I really do.
Yeah, I grew up like when they watched boring Godzilla movies, and it was like a like a crazy 1960s, 70s Godzilla movie. Yeah.
I think I'm one of the rare few that actually enjoy the Incredible Hulk, and I just like that. I like that whole film. I thought that was a good film.
I enjoyed Incredible Hulk, but I just didn't enjoy that film. I was like, Yeah, and then they changed everything. They made everything right. When Marvel changed. But now that we're starting to get all the other characters too. I don't want to get away from She-Hulk. Yeah. Because that's what we're here for. We're here for She-Hulk this time. Because we can easily, him and I can go and we'll be an hour in going talk about something totally different. We'll be so far into the comics and somewhere. Like we did that, I think, the last time. We started with something. We started with Prey, and then we end up, talking about X.
Right.
So.
But I enjoyed episode 2. Like I said, Emil Blonsky, I think that's an act. And did you hear what he said when he said, "I'm on loan to the government"? I think he is foreshadowing the Thunderbolts. Yeah. I think so.
You said that. You mentioned that. And I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with the Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm. But we can jump in then. We can do a second, another video, talking about the history of the Thunderbolts and everything.
You know me, I'll just go get online and start reading all about the Thunderbolts. Yeah. And I'll know all of them, and just because I'm trying to remember even as a young man when I used to read comics, the Thunderbolts. I mean, I always read the popular comics. I never read the Spider-Man, and I can't remember Thunderbolts. I just don't. And who was in the Thunderbolts? Who was all the characters in that?
It differentiates. I know
She-Hulk's in that?
No, it's villains.
Just all villains. Thunderbolts are villains.
It's like the Marvel version of the Suicide Squad.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have, probably it was like, oh man, don't come at me in the comments if I'm wrong, but
yeah.
I know it's like Baron Zemo was part of the Thunderbolts. He actually ran them. Who else? It was U.S. Agent was in there at one time. Red Hulk, but they'll probably substitute Red Hulk for Abomination in the MCU version.
Okay.
a lot of people are speculating Taskmaster, Yelena Belova, Black Widow, and everything.
Okay.
All the anti-heroes and villains.
Oh,
So yeah.
gotcha. Okay, okay. I have to keep an eye on that one
Yeah.
because I don't remember. Excuse me.
But yeah, closing out She-Hulk, I really liked the ending. How she's like, yeah, I have this winning case, and Jennifer Walsh saying, I have this winning case, and I'm ready. I'm already working on it. And then he's like, you might want to check the news. And then we see the underground fight club where Wong brought Abomination.
Yep.
They're fighting in Shang-Chi. So if you haven't seen that,
Yep.
check that out.
Yep. That's why I say, you don't. If you haven't watched that one, don't watch She-Hulk because it's just gonna all blend together, and you're gonna be like,
Yep. But so I think we'll definitely see Wong next.
Yeah,
episode.
I like Wong.
Me too.
I
Wong's
like
awesome.
Wong. Wong's
Wong is just
awesome.
like-
Yeah.
He's now a fan favorite. Like everybody
Yeah.
loves Wong now because he just
I
pops
agree.
up in everything
I agree.
too.
Yep.
I feel like he's been in more things than Doctor Strange himself. He's always in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, but a couple of those Easter eggs I wanted to touch on. When early on in episode 2, when we're talking, when Jennifer Walters is looking for jobs, we see a couple ads on the side. And one is Iron Man 3s, which I just thought was funny because it's kind of like a little reference on the Jordans and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so that had me cracking up because I like to collect shoes. And then another one said, why is there a statue of a man sticking out of the water? Which is our reference to the Eternals.
Yep, the
and
Eternals.
everything that happened at the end. And my personal favorite and gets me most excited was Man with Claws gets into a bar brawl. And who
Yeah.
could that be? Wolverine. They're confirming him in the MCU. I'm excited. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
He was in a ball. Yeah,
He's always in a bar.
Yeah, he's always in a bar. He's a drinker.
So he's getting in a fight. Fights in there, and then
And
who else has metal claws?
Not to get away from She-Hulk again, but I
Yeah,
just
but,
hope
I
they
mean-
cast him right. That's all. Make him this short little squatty guy, and come on, bub. I don't want that tall ass, guy with a washboard. I mean, it's just
But
yeah. But like I
get
said,
what
we're
you're
here for
saying. I get
She-Hulk,
what you're
so I'm not gonna,
no, I get what you're saying. But I'm just excited that we're getting more hints to the mutants and everything.
Yeah, get introduced to the mutants now, the X-Men, and oh man, that's
I love it.
gonna be great because I think we got a little glimpse in what was that, Doctor Strange?
Yeah, with Professor X.
Yep,
Doctor Strange.
that was pretty cool. But I don't think he's gonna play Professor X again.
I don't think so. I think that was kind of just a cameo, and just
Yeah.
because everybody already knows Patrick Stewart as Professor X. I think.
Yeah, he's
They
getting
just
he's
kinda
just
went
getting a little old now.
Yeah.
It's just you can see he's getting a little too old for it. I remember as Captain Picard, so I'm a big Star Trek fan, but like I said, we're here for She-Hulk.
I loved episode 1 and 2 of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I think I liked episode 1 a little bit more. I thought the pacing was better. I thought the CGI was better. Episode 1.
Yeah.
I just felt like you said we just don't get enough. They're so short, which is okay. It's 8 episodes. It just at least you want more, and you only get it once a week.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I think it's a really strong show. It definitely surpasses like Hawkeye for me and everything, and What If and all that. It's definitely higher up on the list for me, and I like She-Hulk so far.
Yep.
So.
Likewise.
Yep.
Yep.
And if I had to rate it, I'd give episode 1 like an 8 out of 10. And episode 2, I'd give like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I would do for both, like
Yeah.
7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I think I would have went a little higher. I would have probably went like an 8, but if her hair would look better and she wasn't so
Which
damn
they make
green.
jokes about that, like even at the family dinner, she's like, "Oh, we should make your hair more like She-Hulk's." And everything. But,
Yeah, it's like, but her hair was like, oh, just I don't know, just
weird,
and sometimes her
unnatural looking.
fingers looked funny, and I was like,
Yeah.
and then she grabbed something in one part, and her fingers looked really weird, and I was like,
I didn't even catch that. So,
yeah, I was like, what the heck? I thought I watched it like 4 times, just because I knew we were gonna do this, so
Yeah.
I wanted to get on and make sure, I know what the heck I was kind of talking about, right now that's what we're doing right now, but we do other movies too, people.
Yeah, we are.
And we haven't been around because forget it, all this technical stuff. Computers were going, and so I think you heard on the last podcast that we couldn't really get anything going. So now we're finally in here. We're back in our studio. As you can see, we have the studio here. If you want to take a look, people, look at that. And the studio, and all the stuff here. Whoop, 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 whoop. And wait, and can't even see it. Yeah, the big Spider-Man poster.
Spider-Man. I love
It's a
that
pretty. It's a big studio. It's really big. Yeah. But it's got a lot of work.
Yep.
And, getting mics set up and new mics and new this and new that and trying to figure everything out and how to press that button and this button. And,
But we're working through it.
oh, shit. Yep, but we work through it now. Now, we'll be up here from now on. And, we had some internet issues up here. Now we can, hopefully this is coming out okay. And it looks good. I'm looking at it right now, so.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you there. Everything's work in progress, but it's
Yep.
gonna get better every day.
Yep.
And every podcast is gonna come out smoother and awesome. And next podcast / review coming up is Day Shift. So stay
Day
tuned
shift.
for
So
that.
yes, okay. Now we're just gonna. I'm not jumping into another show, but we're gonna be
Which
getting off
that's
for a
cool,
minute.
man.
But we'll be looking at day shift. I think we're gonna be on tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm trying to get here around. If not, I will see you probably Tuesday.
Yeah.
If not
Yep.
Monday.
Yep.
We can. So this was great, but I'm gonna get back to She-Hulk. So let's get back to him. And that was great. That was a great film. So that's the next one we're gonna do. So you know what, people, we're gonna be getting off because I think we're just gonna try to stick to like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Because it's just it's only been 2 episodes.
Yep.
Now of course it would have been longer if we saw the whole entire
Yeah,
9
9
episodes.
episodes, yep.
9 episodes. So so don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Give us a little click, a little bell. So when we're on. Just drop us a little something.
Yeah. Yep.
Let us know how you feel about how you feel about She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And so we can come back. We can do another recap of this whole thing again, and we can look at everybody's comments. And okay. So you ready? We're done.
Yep, I'm all set. Everyone have a good time.
Yep.
And stay tuned for more She-Hulk and Day Shift.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for